We are really excited about the opportunity this election cycle. As you guys can tell, this is something that hasn't happened in a really long time in Indiana. So we're really excited about this opportunity. We're really excited about the work that a lot of you guys put in the primary for whichever candidate at whichever level. And we're really excited to be able to harness that enthusiasm again. So we've got a bunch of field organizers here as well. If I can have them raise their hands once I say their name. Well, right. You guys can raise your hand, all right? And so we've got people working all over the town, and we're going to be staffing up even more as we get closer to the election. So we've got people, we got Charlie Davis working on the south side. Right. So Franklin Perry in Decatur. It's a tough area, but he was working there in the primary and did an absolutely incredible job. Then we got Lawrence and Warren Township. Where are you, Ryan Robinson? Right over here. And then also we've got in Washington Township, we got Ned Horsted. He's also a national delegate from South Dakota. So I'm excited to have him out here too for that. Also in Pike Township, there's Pete Luster. Pete Luster over there. All right. Then in Wayne Township, we got Ryan Evans over here. Tall guy in the back. Yeah, Wayne Township. And for Center Township, is Giles still around, or he might have gone? Giles, right over here. All right. So thank you guys very, very much. Once the program is done here, if you guys want to find your organizer that you're working with to learn about how we're moving forward. I know a lot of you guys are here and have been in touch with them already, but some of you haven't. So please, please, please get in touch with them. I guess we'll start moving forward with the program, but additionally, so we're going to have Congressman Carson, Sheriff Anderson, and Senator Birch Bayh speaking today. Let's see. We also have a couple candidates here. Is Nels Ackerson still here? Nels Ackerson right here, running for Congress, 4th district. So without further ado, here's Congressman Carson.
I just want to thank you guys for coming out. This is a great movement. Not since the 60s with JFK have we seen a movement like this. That's right. It's a great time to be a Democrat. It's a great time to be on the Obama team. You know, some of us were divided a few months ago, but that's okay. That's what democracy is all about. Yeah. We're back here, we're together, and we're going to win. And Barack Obama will be the next president of the United States. This time I want to turn it over to our great Sheriff Frank Anderson.
Thank you. All right. I wrote a few bullets here that I like to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about this young man, how proud I am personally of him, how proud we are as a community, and certainly he being in the footsteps of his grandmother, my sister. I call her my sister because God said she was my sister.
Right. Amen.
All right. He's got a tough job, and we put him in that job thus far. But remember, we got to keep him in that job.
That's right.
So November is right around the corner. Obviously, I'm very, very proud to be here and to stand with him, and also the Honorable Birch Bayh, who's a man that I can't say enough about. He's a man that I've been in law enforcement for 47 years, and he's been with me every step of the way. When I was a Deputy U.S. Marshal, he appointed me as a United States Marshal, and certainly he's been a friend and supporter of mine, and I see him there. My dear friend, Birch. I can't say enough about it. I think the nation. I want to say how proud I am today to be here in the opening of this office, one of the offices which Senator Obama has opened across the nation. I like to look at it as this way. This is a train station. And he's opening up train stations across the nation. Yes. And he is the engineer of this train that's going to take us to change. He's the engineer of this train that's going to take him to the White House. But we got to remember that we are the fuel for that engine. All right. And if we don't keep the fuel in that engine, he can't make that destination where he's trying to take us.
That's right.
And I always talk about coming together as a beginning. Okay, we're coming together. This is the beginning. Working together is progress, but the key to it is staying together, which is success. You often hear me, if you haven't heard me before, talk about lip service. We don't need lip service, we need hip service, and that's put one foot in front of the other and get things done. And you heard, together here, everybody gets all fired up, and you hear all the time, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. We don't need any I'm-a-gonnas. We are finally coming together as a party, we are finally working together, and that's what it's gonna take for success. So the train will be pulling out Don't be left at the station. Don't be left at the station. All aboard? My dear friend. Thank you, everybody. All right. God bless you. God bless you.
Congressman?
Hey.
Hello. Good to see you, Joe.
Pleasure, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Howdy, how's everybody?
Hello.
I didn't realize when you made it possible for me to be a senator back in 1962 that in addition to passing laws, I had to make appointments. And I made a lot of them. The smartest one I ever made is this guy who just blew a lot of smoke at me here. It was customary at the time to make political appointments. I mean, you'd take somebody who was very close to you politically, and, you know, there was a lot of pressure for me to do that, and I decided two things. One, I wanted to get the guy who would be the best marshal we could have.
Right, there you go.
And then I also wanted to have a person that would begin to add a different complexion in the federal government. A lot of lip service. And I thought the time had come for me to speak up as well as go right to put somebody there who could do the job, who happened to look a little bit differently, have a better tan than I did. And this is the best appointment ever made, Frank Anderson.
All right.
I want to say here about this young man, it's always dangerous to put a relative in following an important person that's already been there. I can attest to that. You are doing a great job already, and you're going to make your grandmother so proud of you. And you're going to be around for a long, long time.
I like how you're talking, thank you.
But the only problem is you're never going to have any white hair. Tell it as it is.
That's right.
When I went to the state legislature, well, in 1969, ended up being Speaker of the House, tender age of 30, and just sort of lucky I got there. But we'd gone from 24 to 71 Democrats. I was 30, and my majority leader was 33. The caucus chairman was 32. They called us the Diaper Patrol. The state chairman at the time didn't want anything to do with us because we were for crazy ideas like popular vote and electing by primary vote instead of by conventions. And there's still a role for conventions, but I thought that the top candidates ought to be voted on in the primaries. And but anyhow, 71, half of them had never held office before, and most of them were old enough to be my father. So Ed Delaney will feel right at home when he gets to be in the Is there anybody else I can insult here today?